How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and I have made it to Cedar Point for Halloweekends. Just ready to go inside to see all the seasonal decorations, go into some haunted houses, and of course, ride some roller coasters. So let's go in and try to have some fun. Began my Cedar Point day with a front row ride on Maverick. That ride is spectacular. Oh my goodness. Trust me, that's a ride that will wake you up in the morning. Man, I don't know if my body was prepared for it, but I loved it. The visit to Cedar Point is not complete without riding Steel Vengeance. Just got a back row ride. Oh man, that ride is special. That has to be one of, if not the best roller coaster that I ever rode.
I'm not gonna post that.
So right behind me was the entrance to Top Thrill Dragster, all walled off, and I could actually just tell that there's a lot of hardware being removed. Even some track has been removed. For the fate of this ride, I have no idea at this point. Part of me is like, it's coming completely out. It might be modified. At least they're having a good time. I'm having a good time too. But yeah, for Dragster, the fate of that looks very uncertain. We'll just have to wait and see. I really hope it comes back in some capacity. I do miss it. It was one of my favorites here, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the big crane comes in probably after that.
The old Top Thrill Dragster gift shop has been temporarily converted into a Halloweekends gift shop, Mr. Midnight's Fear Emporium.
Oh, I went to Bloodbath. Oh, so good.
So over here at Coasters, they're advertising that mobile order pickup will be coming soon. And inside the window, it looks like heated and refrigerated containers. So it's gonna be very curious to see how this turns out. This will most likely be coming next year. So this whole area of the park has a lot of uncertainty. The Scrambler and Matterhorn are being moved over to the new Boardwalk section, and that leaves Corkscrew over here. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure about the future of this old and historic Arrow looping coaster. Really don't know. And also with Dragster going on, yeah, a lot of gray area, a lot of stuff you can do over here.
Keep your hands and arms down, holding on to that grab bar till the ride comes to a complete stop. Keep all cell phones put away. Failure to comply may result in ejection from the park. And enjoy your 301-foot flight here on Windseeker.
So right over here is where they are going to have the new Boardwalk section for 2023. Just behind the giant wheel will be a new restaurant. And over here in this big opening is going to be the new Wild Mouse roller coaster. And I know some flat rides are going to be moved around too, including the Scrambler and the Matterhorn. And this area is going to be more fleshed out. So a lot of changes since they removed Wicked Twister not so long ago. I was here this time last year and Wicked Twister was still intact. So they're moving pretty quickly on this.
It's cute. Crazy corn bugs.
On this ride, it is strictly prohibited. Once again, do not pull out your cell phone on this ride. Push down.
Just rode the Blue Streak, or I should call it the Boo Streak, and that's a ride that could be a hit or miss. I've had really good rides, and I've had some pretty bad rides. On this trip, I got a front row ride. I thought that was running pretty fantastic.
Everybody in love, and I don't have to try, I just do what I've done.
That's what we were thinking,
Okay, just did Club Orpheus, which is a brand new maze for Halloweekends this year. And I thought, let's say I was left confused. It first started off as like a vampire dance party, like the old Club Blood, but then you went into like a butcher shop and then a hotel, and there was just some random scenes. There were a lot of actors in there, but not really many scares. Very confused on that. It's definitely better than Deprivation, which was here last year, but I'm not so sure about this one.
Where are you going? Swings? Have fun.
All right, just did Freak Show. I really enjoyed that one. That one had a lot of props, really rich scenery, even a couple of animatronics. Wasn't the scariest maze ever, but the few actors who were hamming it up, I thought was really good. That one might be my favorite one here so far.
This is you stay back here, you get
Nothing is scarier
Okay, just did a night ride on Millennium Force, and this particular ride is so awesome during Halloweekends because throughout most of the course there is fog everywhere, and they have all the multicolored lights from the scare zones and the mazes and the brisk air. But it was really cold. Oh man, but it was great though. It was running really fast, I thought. Really good airtime. Can't go wrong with Millennium Force. Oh my goodness. Just got out of The Haunting of Eerie Estate, another new house here for Halloweekends. And I would have the word new put very lightly. It's still, for the most part, the Eerie Estate that you know of. However, there was one big change about this. The beginning of it, it was like a paranormal investigation, gave a little bit of a backstory, and there was even, so to speak, like a pre-show with an Ouija board where it moved around on its own. That was pretty cool. The rest of it was how it has been in years past, although I did see like one new hallway scene that was pretty cool. I will give them acknowledgement for their effort. However, I don't think there were too many actors in there, so it did kind of take away from it. It was a bit quiet. Still enjoyed it though. Eerie Estate's one of the better ones here for Halloweekends. But yeah, just go in here knowing that it's not too different than what it used to be.
Get out of here, Skidoo. He stood and stared. He must not have cared. So I bit off his head. I think he might be dead. I like that.
This one is usually one of my favorites. This run through, feel like there was definitely some sparse points. I think there was some staffing problems there, but the few that were in there were pretty decent, and it's a beautiful house in there. I love the design of that, and there's also a couple of triggerable props and animatronics in there that work out really well too. It's a really good one.
Dave was letting me be like, oh, I'll take that off.
that's going to do it here from Cedar Point. Apologies for not having a proper ending filmed at the park. My camera just died as I was about to walk out of the park. And it was a long day, but it was indeed a really fun day. The park did get busier later into the evening, did not get into all the haunted houses. One thing I do want to point out is that Cedar Point is tending to push all of their haunt attractions towards the back of the park, like in the Frontier Trail and Frontier Town, only leaving like 2 haunted houses toward the front. And when it becomes evening time, I feel like the crowd level is definitely skewed. It was super jammed packed in the back of the park, while in the front of the park was relatively light, and not just for the haunted houses, but also for all the other rides. The lines in the front were not that long, but while in the back, they were massive. So that's just something to point out. Again, I did not go into every haunted house, but of the ones that I did go into, I would say that Hext was my favorite, and then followed by the Freak Show, then Eerie Estate, and then Club Orpheus. That new one they had, I felt was pretty cheap and very lackluster in my opinion. But despite that, still had a pretty good time at Cedar Point. I always do. I do want to apologize. I haven't been uploading as often as I usually do. I had a couple things come up in my life, family and personal matters I did have to attend to. So it's been pretty busy on my end, but I will try my best to get more video outs quickly. I do have another Kennywood Phantom Fall Fest video and a Hershey Park Dark Nights video. Hopefully I can get those out before or on Halloween, just to keep it timely. And then after that, I will get back to uploading my California trip videos. So again, do apologize and thank you for your patience. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.